Good morning, everyone. So welcome on today's webinar, which is on autonomous vulnerability remediation, securing web and API application instantly. My name is Nutan. I represent Indusface as an Alliance Director. Thank you all for taking time in joining today. As organization continues to accelerate their digital transformation journey, web applications and APIs have become critical business assets, right? At the same time, the spend on which vulnerabilities are discovered is increasing, making it challenges for security teams to identify, prioritize, and remediate risks quickly. So this is where today we are looking at. So today's session will focus on how organization can move towards autonomous vulnerability remediation and significantly reduce time between vulnerability discovery and the protect. So let me introduce our two speakers. So I have Omkar. So Omkar is from UniteCore. He has been in the industry for a longer time now, and Omkar works closely with customers in understanding their cybersecurity requirements and enabling organization to adapt the practical security solutions and that addresses the real world challenge. We also have our sales director, SMB Sales Director from Indusface, Aditya. Hi, Aditya. And he works closely with organizations across industries to help them strengthen their application security posture through web application and API, DDoS, managed security services, and vulnerability protection. Today, he will share insight on current threat landscape, challenges organizations faces in vulnerabilities management, and how autonomous remediation can help reduce the risk posture significantly. So let's welcome both the speaker. Over to you, Omkar. If you can just introduce you and your organization, that will help us, and then we will move to Aditya to take the webinar ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nutan, for the great introductions. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Myself, Omkar. So I'm working here in UniteCore as a business head here. Before we begin, let me take a quick moment to introduce UniteCore Pvt Limited. So UniteCore is a trusted IT solution and cybersecurity company founded in 2015 with a strong presence across Mumbai, Pune and Bangalore. The company is led by the Mr. Shrikant Kadam, founder and managing director, with a vision to help the organization to build secure, scalable and future-ready IT environments. Today, UniteCore have a strong team of 120 plus professionals and serve 500 plus enterprise customers across the industries, and this is a big achievement for us in shorter time. We specialize in the cybersecurity, cloud solution, Google Workspace, Microsoft 365, backup and disaster recovery, managed IT services, and IT infrastructure solutions. Our key strength lies in delivers to end-to-end IT solutions, strong technical expertise, faster support, cost optimization, and customer-first service approach. We are excited to host today's session with the Indusface on autonomous vulnerability remediations and web and API security. Thank you for joining us, and let's begin. Over to you, Aditya.
Much, Omkar, and it was great hearing you. I'll hand it over to Aditya. Before Aditya starts, I would also like to tell you that anybody, if there is any questions between this session, you have a chat window on the right hand side. There is a chat window where you can put your questions. We will take it up. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Omkar. Thank you, Nutan. And thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm Aditya. I'm the Director of SMB Global Business within Indusface. And let me start with giving you a very quick information about our company, what we do, and where we are. So we are an Indian OEM. We are purely Indian-made solution made for the global world. Currently, we are serving over 6,500 plus global customers, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, crossing 95 plus countries. In fact, the little dots that you see on the map, these are the geographic locations where we have helped customers secure their online web assets that is web applications and APIs. Now, we are completely on AWS infrastructure from bottom to up. So that takes care of one of the crucial compliance requirement, that is the data residency. We are a very fast growing company. We are in this business for more than 15 years now, and we are backed by some strategic investors like Tata and other groups. Now, if we talk about our application security platforms, we are completely SaaS-based solution providers. Starting with AppRunner WAP, that's our benchmark product. So why WAP? Because WAP, a traditional WAP, is out of the window now. Today's hour, what we need is a solution, a platform that can secure your web applications. Oh, sorry about that. I was changed. Yeah. Today, what we require is a solution, a platform that can secure your web applications and APIs as well. So AppRunner provides a very comprehensive bottom-to-up security to your web assets while giving its users detailed analytics on the health checks of their applications which are accessed over the internet. Talking about our Indusface VAS is a DAST scanner, which is a dynamic application scanning tool. It is powered by an AI crawler to provide a very deep and comprehensive vulnerability posture for your web applications as well as APIs, giving you gray box as well as black box scanning, and also covers the API discovery, API endpoints. Now, we are the only vendor in the industry who have actually tightly integrated this DAST scanner to our WAP platform, hence enabling our platform not only to identify the vulnerabilities, but immediately protecting it by the AI-powered virtual patching that our platform provides. Now, talking about the API security, this is one of our strongest areas. In fact, if you have seen the latest Gartner 2026 report for API security, we are one of the quadrant leaders. Unlike other traditional API security vendors, what we provide is a very comprehensive security wherein not only we identify the API host, their endpoints, but we enable positive as well as negative security model for these APIs that you have. And then for SSL, yes, we do manage SSL certificates from different C authorities. Now, Gartner has recognized us since 2022. And since then, we are one of their quadrant leaders. But one thing that has stood us apart from the competition is that we are the only vendors with 100% customer recommendation ratio across the globe. I am a salesperson, but what's more important is the after-sales service, and that's the reason we have 100% customer recommendation ratio on our 24/7 support, our deployment, our implementation, and integration. Other very renowned names like Forrester's, GigaCom has also recognized us for our research that we and the efforts that we have put in to make this security world more secure. And talking about our compliance and certifications, yes, we have all the right compliances and certifications with us. As you can see, we ourselves are ISO 27001 certified. We are GDPR compliant for our European customers. We are also DPA compliant for our Brexit customers. We ourselves are SOC 2 Type 2 certified. We are PCI DSS certified. We are one of the oldest cert and empaneled auditors for our Indian customers. And recently, we were also approved by HITRUST. HITRUST is actually considered as a gold standard for healthcare industry in the United States. Right, moving on. These are some of our customers that we have spread across different verticals. Now, with this, you can see we are vertical agnostics. I'm just going to give you some time to look at this customer list. I myself feel very proud when I look at this customer list because this reflects the hard work that we have put in for all these years and where we are right now. So you can go through this list because I'm pretty sure you can see many vertical leaders as our customers, and these customers can be a great reference point. So please feel free to take your time and look at this list. Okay, I'll move on now. Now, if you have been following our social media handles like X and LinkedIn, you see Indusface as an OEM is highly invested in providing research in cybersecurity world. We have published many reports talking about zero-day threats, their impact on enterprises, their impact on SMBs, what is the correct way to address these zero-day threats? So it's right there. In fact, in today's world, when the attack vectors, attack threats, identification of vulnerabilities is AI-driven, Indusface platform, which is powered by an AI, is ready to counter these insurgencies right away. Now, today's agenda is, what is really a vulnerability landscape? What is the vulnerability fatigue and how your security team is getting affected by it, and where we come into the picture to help you and your application security team by securing your application. So I have the opportunity to talk to a lot of CTOs, CIOs, CXOs from different verticals, but there's one single common problem. I would say multiple, but related to single topic. That is, how can I actually maintain an inventory of all my web assets which are exposed to the internet? How can I make sure that all the open vulnerabilities on these web assets are actually addressed? How can I actually provide a stable and a secure environment for my users, for the customers who are consuming these web applications and my services? And that to do this in a very timely manner, wherein compliance people are breathing down their neck to complete their compliance requirements like penetration testing and a VAPT report. This whole cycle of vulnerabilities, wherein we all know it's not easy to fix identified vulnerability on the application level, because the coding team, the DevOps team, they have to make multiple rounds of patches till they get a very stable patch which is not affecting the environment, and then slowly release it to the production environment, which easily takes 90 to 180 days, right? So while they are doing this, new threat vectors are identified in the market. So there's a continuous look. Why? This is where Indusface comes into the picture. Our platform, which is backed by an AI crawler, will immediately identify the vulnerabilities on your web assets, be it APIs, be it web applications, provide vital information to your team stating how these vulnerabilities are affecting your application, the location of these vulnerabilities, based on the critical high medium framework. And then while your team fixes these vulnerabilities, our AI platform will create virtual patches. We call them custom rules to immediately protect your application against these vulnerabilities. We'll discover more how we do it as we go further to this presentation. Now, more applications, more vulnerabilities. Everybody knows for today's business to grow it, to capture more market, it is essential for you to go digital. It is essential for everyone to go digital, and that's the reason applications are coming up. And this is very same for the APIs as well. In fact, in all the verticals, now APIs are being consumed to capture more market, to reach out to more customers. In fact, all the businesses today are interdependent. They are consolidating their technologies to serve the customers better, faster, and quicker. Example, say your food delivery apps. They all use Google Maps mapping systems. They use different payment methods. So they are consolidating different APIs together to serve the customer and capture the market. So this is good in today's age. Everything is on the application and APIs. More the application, yes, more the number of vulnerabilities. In fact, what we have seen is there are more than, for a Fortune 500 companies, there are more than 450 critical vulnerabilities that were open last year itself. And we are just talking about the critical ones. We are not even touching the high and medium level severities, which will still bring a business impact to the application user or the owner of that application. So how do we reduce the time once the identified vulnerability is there in the market? Because time to exploit once the vulnerability is exposed is 4 to 5 days, wherein time to fix that specific vulnerability from the market, once it's identified, takes 180 days. We have been publishing many reports about the same. Like the recent example is the State of Application Security 2026. Please go ahead and download this report because it touches on many specific points. What we have seen is like last year itself, 90% of online web assets, be it irrespective websites, or APIs. They were attacked by bots. There were more than 6,700 zero-day threats vulnerabilities that were identified last year. So many insights are available on support. So just feel free to go ahead and download it. Okay, moving on. So what is the vulnerability fatigue and how it's affecting you? Because it's a continuous loop. You identify the vulnerability, the already exhausted team, that is the DevOps team, is trying to fix these vulnerabilities, running patches, making sure that nothing is breaking with these new patches and the environment is stable. But the delay actually starts even before these vulnerabilities are worked upon, because delays multiple reasons. Internal conflicts, like who is going to take the ownership of this specific vulnerability? Is it the CXO team? Is it the CIO team? Is it the team? Because today, everybody is dependent on third-party libraries and binaries. So would they be fixing it? At the same very time, it is a problem to fix vulnerabilities on legacy systems. It is really tough because no upgrades are available. And while the existing vulnerabilities are worked upon, we have the zero-day threat. So if you have downloaded that report, you will see, as I stated earlier, more than 6,700 new attack vectors were identified in the market. So the team who is already short on time have to balance between priorities, like whether to focus on feature release, whether to focus on increasing the business, or patch the existing vulnerabilities. So this loop, this never-ending loop of the vulnerabilities, creates a burden to your coding team. Now, I agree. The team makes sure that they're using the best libraries, third-party libraries. They're adhering to all the systems while creating these applications and APIs. In fact, let me give you an example. So one of our customers, they are one of the world's biggest manufacturers, and 70% of their sales happens through their online stores. Now, these are global business house. This is a global business house, so they have multiple, stores across the globe. And their coding team keeps on creating APIs, application based on the geolocations, based on the seasons, based on the discounts. So there's a continuous churn of APIs being, brought up, APIs being brought down, and the CTO had a huge problem. Is my inventory maintained? Are the APIs which are not in use brought down? Because for a coder, it's very simple to test something out. They will generate a quick API environment. Sometimes do they really bring it down, or it's still out there as a rogue environment? So his concern was, how do I maintain this inventory of differentiating between good environments and rogue and miscellaneous APIs which are still lurking out there? This is where our team comes into the picture, because at the same time, while the teams are going through this loop, they also have to make sure that they are adhering to the compliance requirements. So it's a tough situation. But this is where Indusface comes in as their trusted security partner. Indusface platform provides an updated list of their inventory, which are front-facing, which are exposed to the internet. It's very easy for them to identify which are the mission-critical applications and which APIs are rogue or zombie, and they can easily bring them down. Our integrated DAS scanner identifies these vulnerabilities. It is backed by an AI crawler, so hence it also covers the zero-day threats. So they very well know what threats their application or API poses, and while their team kind of fixes these vulnerabilities on the application level, the applications and APIs are still secure through our autonomous remediation, which is the virtual patching that our platform provides. Now, and that's what the solution is. A, maintain the inventory of your front-facing web assets. B, fast-track the identification of the vulnerabilities and reduce the time from 180 days to few hours. And how we do it? We do it through our virtual patching mechanism. And that's what we call is Swift Comply. So the way it works is, once the application is onboarded on the platform, our platform does a quick scanning. So problem A is mitigated. That is, the identification of these vulnerability is done. A very detailed report is generated, wherein we provide information like what sort of vulnerabilities are open on your application based on OS top 10. We categorize these vulnerabilities which are identified. We provide the severity level, the CVSS threat scoring. The report also showcases the description of the vulnerabilities and what business impact they can, bring onto the table, along with detailed mitigation guidelines. So while the team is working on the back end, doing the right thing, that is fixing the vulnerabilities on the code level itself, they don't have to worry about they getting exposed or exploited, because Indusface is there. As soon as the vulnerability is identified, the AI of Aptrana, that's our platform, creates virtual patches which are tailor-made for these applications, because it takes multiple parameters in place. That is, what is the base of the application, what platform it's built on, where the application vulnerability is, and then creates the virtual patch. And as I stated, our platform, although it's AI powered, is backed by human intelligence as well. So the human intelligence makes sure that they test these custom rules first before activating it. And once everything is checked, everything is stabilized, we activate these rules. The Indusface team, that's the human intelligence, activate these rules. So making sure with these rules in place, there will be no performance impact or the performance availability impact on the application itself. Hence, once this activity is completed, we run a outside-in scan. So what happens is, earlier, the dash scanner, it identified the vulnerabilities. Now, the customer gets a new report which says that all the identified vulnerabilities are currently patched. And this is the Safe to Host certificate, or the clean report that we provide. Our customers use it for consuming their compliance requirements. In fact, high trust, as I stated, which is considered as a gold standard in the United States for security and compliance in healthcare vertical. A lot of high trust assessors are currently using Aptrana, our platform, to complete the assessment of their end customers. Now, how it really works, how the magic really happens. Pretty simple. It's a SaaS-based solution, a reverse proxy solution. Onboarding the application on Aptrana is just a matter of a few minutes, and as soon as the DNS is changed based on the TTL value, the protection is immediately started. What also happens is Aptrana triggers this automated dash scanner, which is a lightweight intrusive scan. It identifies the vulnerabilities, and the Aptrana AI platform creates these virtual patches. Once these virtual patches are created, our Indusface SOC team, which is backing this entire solution, makes sure that everything is working fine and activate these rules. As soon as the rules are activated, another scan outside-in scan is triggered, giving the teams a free vulnerability report or a clean report, which they can consume for their compliance requirements. So the traditional method, which used to take 180 days and above, now gets completed within 72 hours. That's how quick, that's how fast we are. Now, why specifically Indusface? Well, Indusface, an Indian OEM, which is making a mark across the globe. We are purely focused on application security, which is layer 7. That's our niche focus, and that's what we do, and that's what we are best at. We are the only vendors wherein we have integrated a WAP solution with a dash scanner, not only to just provide a generic protection, but to provide a very accurate and precise protection on the areas that require protection, that is, on the open vulnerabilities. The entire solution, right from the deployment, right from the implementation, go live, that is covering zero false positives, is done by Indusface team, which is again one of the unique selling points, because this is the only solution wherein we as the OEM take the responsibility of making your application live behind our platform. And once that's live, all our customers also get 24/7, 365 days human support. Now, we do not provide you a generic support wherein you will be spending time speaking to a bot or opening tickets. No. Anytime you call, you have your dedicated account manager, as well as if you call the sales support line, it will be always answered by a human who's a certified support executive to help you out 365 days, 24/7. Now, talking about our platform itself, which is called as Aptrana, it covers three areas to provide you with a complete 360-degree continuous application and API protection lifecycle. The first is the exposure management. This is the attack surface monitoring. Now, as I stated, we have a discovery scan which can be triggered every 24 hours. It can be scheduled from the platform itself. So every 24 hours, you get the latest inventory of all your front-facing web assets. The discovery itself classifies these web assets into websites, whether they are subdomains, whether they are APIs, if yes APIs, then how many endpoints are there, and whether they are mobile application. You can even get more granular information like where these web assets are actually pointing towards, like what IP address they're pointing on and what data centers they're pointing on. So this really helps the owners of the application to identify mission-critical applications and differentiate them from rogue or zombie APIs, which are still lurking out there and can be an easy route for a person to come into the infrastructure and exploit it. The second is the vulnerability management. So this is the DAST scanner that we have. Our DAST scanners works on OS top 10 and SENS top 25 definitions, provide a very granular detailed report stating about the vulnerability, their business impact, how to mitigate them, their location. But one thing again, we stand out is before publishing this automated scan report, Indusface team will make sure that this report is a clean report. That is, we will make sure for the CHM framework, all the identified vulnerabilities are genuine vulnerabilities, and if there are any false positives, we will white label them or whitelist them. So in the end, the idea is that you do not invest time in cleaning the report, but you get a clean report so that you can actively start working on it. And while third, you work on this report, our autonomous remediation and continuous protection kicks in the gear. So what it will do is while your team is fixing these vulnerabilities on the application level, our platform, the AI-powered platform, which is backed by human intelligence, will create application-specific tailor-made policies to stop anyone from exploiting these open vulnerabilities on your application. This entire cycle, as I explained, happens in less than 72 hours. So this provides an airtight protection for your APIs as well as web application. Other than that, for external threats, we also provide an unmetered behavioral-based DDoS protection wherein the AI automatically understands what's the average request your application is getting from an IP address, creates multiple thresholds, and because of the 24/7 monitoring, these thresholds are dynamically changed based on the nature of the attack. At the same time, we provide you with an advanced bot protection backed by LLM, wherein the 24/7 monitoring team identifies these anomalies based on their risk scoring. They keep on changing these bot protection policies as well, making sure that only genuine traffic is landing on your application and all the other threats, malicious traffics, bots are actually mitigated on Aptrana infrastructure itself. All this happens with the backing of Indusface SOC team, which comes as a part of our offering with the platform itself. And then we have also baked in CDN to give a performance boost to your applications. We work with Tata CDN, we work with CloudFront AWS CDN, but Aptrana platform itself is a CDN neutral solution. So if you have a CDN, we can easily integrate with this. So again, what I would really like to do is show you all these features that I just presented in action by giving you guys a live demo, because this is just the surface. We are just scratching the surface here, because this platform comes with many more features, like we provide CI/CD integration, we provide Jira integration, we provide SIEM integration. So we would be very happy to give you a demo along with your technology team, because our technology team will be driving this platform demonstration, a walkthrough, and we'll be very happy to answer and address any technical questions you might have during this demonstration or the walkthrough of our platform. So you'll see a link wherein you can opt to get a demo based on your convenient date and time. And our partners will be very happy to reach out, schedule this demo, which will be done through our technology team. And we can go more detail on the technology, which is supporting more than 6,000 plus global business houses. And obviously, if you have any questions, we'll be very happy to go back to you on that. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditya. Your screen, if you can just display the Aptrana slide, because I feel that slide was missing at the end. It was not visible. Even now the screen is white. I don't know, is it only for me? Omkar, is it visible for you?
Yeah, it is visible for me.
Okay, no worries. So probably it is my window. So great, amazing, Aditya. I mean, you've done an excellent job in giving an additional value addition to a lot of the slides, whatever you've been taken through. And I'm sure the spectators or the customers who are actually looking at the entire slides, discussions, and the and lot of many inputs you've added to those slides, and you've given an excellent idea of what is our product, what are the security features, and sorry if someone can mute there. Omkar, can you mute please? Okay, so and the way the additional value addition about Swift Comply as a part of the solution, which is giving you an complete understanding about your vulnerabilities, and probably that is also providing you a reduction in the time flow and people involvement. Lot many things are covered, right? He said 180 days. That is too much of time for a auditor to take. And then here, when it comes to Swift Comply, 72 hours, which is reducing maximum time of theirs. That is an amazing thing which is provided. I'm sure anybody, as he said, anybody who wants to look at the demo trial for 14 days free trial, there will be no charges for it. We will onboard your application and run through a demo as whatever Aditya has taken you through on the product. Probably that will help you understand better deep dive on the technology. So there is a poll on the right hand side which says yes and no. If you click on yes, probably we'll reach out to you and understand and help you out in doing this POC, which would be for 14 days. And depending on your need, we will also help you out giving a brief idea about the technology technically. So click on yes or no. That will help us to reach out to you. And before we conclude, this combination of expertise and the managed services enables the organization not only identify the risk, but also remediate and protect their application quickly and effectively. This looks very good. So the demo poll is on. By the time we end, probably that will help you all. So thank you everyone. There is no question, I believe. The presentation was too good, so we have not seen any questions yet. So we'll wait for 2-3 minutes. If there is any questions, we'll take it up. I'll just check if there is any question. Okay, I don't see any questions. We'll wait or we'll wind up. Is a question. Okay, so I don't see any question coming in, Aditya and Omkar. So thank you so much for today's webinar. A special thanks to our speakers, Omkar and Aditya. Thank you so much. You have done an excellent, thoughtful presentation, and the insights have been given. We appreciate the participants and look forward to help them to strengthen their web application and API security journey. Have a wonderful day ahead, and reach out to us if there is anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Garen.